Hi, Taurus. Good morning. This Saturday, the 23rd of May, 2026 Love Tarot reading already feels powerful. Like somebody is finally imagining what it would really be like to stand beside you, to claim you, and to build something real together. Um, this person is thinking about you two as a couple, how people would look at you, how much attention you would attract together, how proud they would feel to have you by their side. But the question is, why did they let pride and ego block a connection that felt this strong? Why did they act like they didn't need anyone when deep down your energy was the one thing they could not ignore? Um, this person is realizing you are not someone beneath them. You are someone beside them, someone equal, someone powerful, someone who matches their energy and makes them question the mask they have been wearing for so long. They may have acted arrogant, confused, emotionally unavailable, but behind that pride, there was insecurity. They were afraid they could not live up to what you deserve. This person sees your light, your confidence, your intuition, your ability to see through them. And honestly, it scares them because they know they cannot hide the truth from you anymore. So trust your intuition because somebody is watching, reflecting, and finally realizing this connection is not unrequited. It is deep, mirrored, and meant to be expressed. They want to speak up, claim this love, and show you they are ready to choose you for real. And let's get into your reading.
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting this energy where someone really, really wants to let their guard down with you. It's like they've been holding back for so long because they know that if they even soften a little, they're basically letting you all the way in, and that terrifies them. But I feel like this week, they're standing at this huge fork in the road. It's like a major moment of truth is coming in, and honestly, it's going to shift the entire connection. And you might be sitting there wondering, like, okay, but why didn't they just share their truth before? And honestly, they were scared. They were terrified that if you saw the real them, the raw, emotional, unfiltered version, you wouldn't be able to handle it. They're afraid that showing you who they really are might change the way you look at them. What's wild is that this person is way more emotional than they pretend to be. It's giving very Moon and Cancer vibes, deep, intense, watery emotions that they're constantly trying to keep under control. And the funniest part, they're scared you might just get bored with them if they drop the act. Like if the mystery fades, they're worried you'll think there's nothing there. They're also stuck comparing themselves, right? There's this little internal saboteur whispering that they won't measure up to someone else. So instead of letting themselves be vulnerable, they clamp down on their emotions. But underneath all that, it's coming from a really possessive place, this fear of losing you. I am also seeing that they create these like imaginary conflicts. They worry about things that aren't even real yet. It is like they are putting the cart before the horse. And honestly, the way you carry yourself is so strong that it might make them pull back a bit because they feel like they need to be on your level. You have someone around you who might be acting like they don't care, pretending they don't want to talk. But that is just a mask. They know they need to take a risk here. It feels like a gamble to them, like a 50-50 split, and they are terrified of making the wrong move with their heart. For whatever reason, it feels safer for them to pretend and leave you confused than to actually admit the truth. And the truth is, right, that they care way more than they are comfortable with. They care more than they think they should. They are trying to balance their head and their heart, but it is a struggle. With that emotional energy I mentioned, they aren't always sunshine and rainbows. They are very selective about who they let in. If you aren't in their inner circle, they can be cold. And right now, they feel a bit ostracized from your world, like they are on the outside looking in, and they desperately want that attention from you. There is this energy of needing to make amends, though. They have this sense of integrity, maybe a Libra influence, telling them they need to play fair. If you are opening up, they know they need to match that energy. But it feels like you are both waiting for the other person to make the first move. But everything always leads back to you for them. They are constantly staring at your pictures, just admiring your energy. You stand out to them so much. Whether they see you online or in person, looking at you gives them so much hope. They find you incredibly beautiful or handsome, even when you don't see it yourself. If they did go back to a past situation or a past way of living, it was only because it was easier than being vulnerable with you. It was safe. They felt in control there. But with you, emotionally, they feel totally out of control, and that is what scares them the most. What you may or may not realize is that this person may not completely want to open up because they feel like it's all in their head. For some of you, this is somebody that's like, there's no chance in hell that the collective really does want to be with me, really does love me, really is interested in me. And this is also somebody that's coming in here saying, I know we will be married one day physically. For some of you, you may already be married to this person spiritually. There is some type of binding contract that is coming down here, but I do feel like your person has to make a sacrifice. They have to release something. They have to let it go. It's something that this person has to let go and completely surrender, because I feel like whoever this individual is, they're always putting everybody before themselves except you. And it's something here about the greater good and being very purpose driven. This is about heeding the call. This is about this person no longer making up excuses why they can't come communicate to you, why they can't come vocalize what they want or how they feel, because they just keep looking at your pictures, imagining you guys being married, imagining what it's like to wake up next to you, imagining what happens if everything, manifested now versus in the future. I all just feel like this person has put significant blinders on when it does come to you. And when I was talking about this, being a martyr, it's almost like this person may have a victim mentality. You may say something, but they're like, listen, you could say, I don't like this, and they take it very personal. Or this person may be very anxious, thinking, well, what happens if they don't even know me? What happens if they don't even see me? Do you know how confusing it's going to be if I come over and I confess my love? Or how confusing it's going to be when I say, hey, I really like you. Do you want to go out? Can I take you out? Can I invest in you? Can I do something nice for you? So this person has tunnel vision because they're more scared of you shutting them down than they are like making that step. But I also feel like part of the problem with this individual is that if this is an issue, right, then they're resisting clarity because it's almost like they're keeping their eyes shut. This is coming in as like a horse energy. You could be a Chinese zodiac of a horse, but I also feel like they are restricting themselves by being very narrow-minded and almost trying to be oblivious. But the problem is they're hyper focused on you. But then when push comes to shove, this person gets very anxious. They just shut down completely. You also inspire somebody to do better. This is something that this person may want to tell you how you've changed them. It's coming in as 8 energy. You could be a life path 8. You could be born on the 8th. You could be born in August. But it's something about the way that you are. It's something about the way that you move. You could be, again, like fine wine. You age over time, or like however that is, like wine gets better over time. It's something about you where no matter how old you get, you end up either looking better or younger or something, where it confuses this person, but it's also inspiring them to do better. I also feel like this person is having a really hard time coping with everything because they're realizing that you are the winning lottery ticket. And they feel like the more that they keep pretending like they don't see you, the more that they keep pretending or insinuating as if you are not there, they're losing it all because you're somebody that provides abundance. And abundance doesn't always have to mean financially. Abundance can be happiness. Abundance can be wealth in many different factors, right? But I feel like with this person, there's a level of prosperity when it comes to you, but they're worried. They're like, okay, have I taken too long? I can't sleep. But this person is worried. They're like, what happens if they move on? What am I going to do? What happens if they're completing a cycle, right? They're completing a cycle because I'm not taking that action. But maybe that cycle was never open to begin with. You see, this is where this person keeps going back and forth in their head, where they don't know what to do. I also feel like this person is scared to come forward. They're scared to communicate. They're scared to open up, right? But again, it's like they can't stop thinking about you. So they also understand that in order for them to have a beginning, they have to have an ending. And if there's something that's voided, if there's something that's vacant, then they have to make those adjustments or else they can be lonely. For some of you, this is almost like that emptiness nest type of theory, right? Where all the kids go away and then you're all by yourself. It's like this person could have been somebody that was like, I don't want that, whatever. But now they're sitting there and they want that with you. This is also somebody that you could see in the community. There's always like the way that you move. It's like they're getting ready to say something and then they abort the mission. What do we need to know here? You turn somebody on. Look, they don't turn me on the way you do. I miss our passion. I miss our chemistry. Okay, so the way that you impact this person, it's deeper than just the physicality, right? This is somebody that loves your brain. Your brain is like a knowledge, it's like a wealth of knowledge of multiple different things here, right? The more that they learn about you, the more that they even learn about your past, certain information, right? It's like you have hidden secrets here where the more that this person begins to look past what you look like, past the surface, right? Beneath the surface, this person is beginning to see how it almost is like you're a unicorn to them. For some of you, there was somebody here that was worried about you meeting their friends and their family because they're toxic or they know that they're toxic. I also feel like that's why they didn't want to open up, right? They didn't want to open up because for some reason this person's life looks like a dumpster fire almost, or that's how they view it. So they have some problems here. There could be some big mess that needs to be worked out, but there's a lot of complications when it comes to this person. And it can't just be the fact that they're turning a mountain or a molehill into a mountain, right? But either way, this person needed the patience to work it out because they felt like there was multiple components here and that they didn't have control over. Okay? This is also somebody that feels like when they see you, they're at peace. Okay? You bring them a sense of happiness, you bring them a sense of light. I'm also getting that when you did meet this person, they may have not been ready to settle down just yet. This is somebody that feels like there was a level of defiance. It's almost like the more that they loved you or the more that they saw you, the more that they wanted you. That was also something where they tried to separate themselves from it. I'm not ready. I just get a lot of excuses on their end with why something can't work out. I definitely feel like somebody is not sleeping at night because all they're doing is thinking about you. This is also somebody that could be praying that you give them an opportunity to rectify it. And again, you have somebody here that is craving your body. Are you feeling me? And I can't deny our love any longer. I definitely feel whoever you're dealing with right now, this is somebody where they're not ready to let go yet to the point where they are making amendments. They are making adjustments. They are trying to reclaim their power here and resolve whatever the issue is. But I feel like that resolve comes from expressing the truth. It's almost like this person feels like if they don't liberate themselves from the connection, from the situation, from their friends, from their family, that what's the point? If they're unable to challenge the status quo here, then there is no point. Because this person is over here brokenhearted because they want to be with you. My heart knows what it wants and it wants you. That makes sense to me because this is somebody where they can't deny their love any longer, right? This is somebody who is sitting here saying, I know what my heart wants. My heart wants you. Are you feeling me the way that I'm feeling you? Do you want what I want? Can we make this work? But they're craving you. It's like this person is fixating. They're thinking, but what you don't realize is that underneath the surface, there's a lot of sadness and sorrow and grief when it comes to this person because they feel like they're letting you down every day, that they're unable to communicate or to express that truth. And I feel like this person always has like a lot of regret when it comes to this, where there is a lot of emotional pain on this person that they are trying to control. But this pain that they're trying to control, it's also handicapping them. And this person knows that they have to submit. There's something here about thunder and lightning. The thing about lightning is that there's a lot of truth. It's a flash of truth. It's almost like you get that download where, whoa, is that what I think it is? Did I just get that download that that person is thinking that? And then when you get the thunder, that's like God's voice doubling down on it, right? And then you hear the thunder, right? That's that trust but verify type of energy. But also with that thunder, when you hear it, you hear it. You know it's thunder. And I feel like there's something very powerful that's getting ready to happen here. There's somebody here that is identifying you. Who you came to the party with is who you leave with. There's somebody here that is realizing who you are to them. They're realizing that you're not the destruction, you're not the trouble, you're not the person they should be worried about. You're not the person that's out of control causing conflicts. You're the opposite. You're the one that believes in the impossible. You're the one that is willing to give this person or feels like you guys can have a romantic ending because you're hopeful. There's something about you that's very magical where they can have a happily ever after where you guys will be known for generations. But I also feel like when you're in a negative mindset, the glass is always going to be half empty. It's never going to be half full. People say I'm not happy. Well, you're not happy because you're not happy. If we're already in a negative mindset, then something bad that happens, we're going to take it in a negative way and not try to understand the blessing behind it. So there's somebody here that is beginning to see the truth, this triangular effect. But I also am getting that this is somebody that's been really in their head when it comes to you. Gemini energy, Jupiter and Gemini. It's like they don't know what to say to you. This is also somebody that may feel handcuffed here. It's like they're purposely trying to stick their head in the sand, close their eyes so that I feel like the more that this person understands you, the more that they feel guilty. I'm also getting that this person is in a me. They have a lot of, I feel like they're very focused on past events, right? The Eight of Swords, like I said, life path 8. You could be born on the 8th. You could be born on the 17th or the 26th. But there's a significant fixation. You're born in June because it's Gemini energy. May, or June. But there's a lot of fear here. What is this person panicking about? I'm telling you, somebody here is worried that this is a fairy tale. They're worried that it's in their head. You're over there thinking, are they really telepathically communicating to me? Why did they just say that? But why won't they say it in person? It's because this person is trying to rationalize something that's not really understandable. I'm a firm believer that when you really feel a certain way about somebody, sometimes you can't put into words the way that you feel, or people will think you're crazy. Are you crazy, or are you just saying the things that other people are experiencing, but that they're not strong enough to communicate? That's my guess. Everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. Everybody wants to appear to be normal when normal is boring. And I'm also getting with this person, they feel like it's a fairy tale ending. You're going to tell me I can have everything with the collective. You're going to tell me I can have a happy family. You're going to tell me I can have a long-lasting relationship, that the collective has pure intentions when it comes to me, right? This is a lot of unseen communication, Taurus energy, Pisces energy, Mars and Pisces. The problem with the Mars and Pisces, and again, we have the twin flame card here, and this is judgment. But part of the problem, Capricorn energy is here as well. Part of the problem with Pisces energy, Pisces and Mars in particular, is that Mars is a planet of action, where Pisces is the planet of fantasy. So I can't take action on my fantasy because I don't know if it's real. I keep thinking about the collective. I'm seeing them in my dreams. I'm seeing being intimate with them. I'm seeing all these different things. But is it real? Your person could have dimples because your person's also viewing you as very angelic. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. They're viewing you as very angelic. This could be somebody that feels like they're definitely one with you. But again, it's like they need to have this judgment moment where they come forward and they express themselves, where they extend themselves and they say, hey, this may be weird, but I feel like we're a part of a bigger picture. I want to have this new beginning with you. I feel like there's unlimited potential here. This is also somebody that's realizing it's innocent love and that there's a level of purity when it comes to your situation with them. Again, look, another Ace of Cups. The 10 goes to the 1. You could be a life path 1. Lots of life path 1s born on the 1st. You could be a life path 11 because we have 1 here. It could be a life path 3, a life path 5. But I also feel like you both have pure intentions towards the other person. But it's waiting for this judgment moment. It's waiting for this moment when this person comes forward and they express their truth, whatever their truth is, instead of trying to restrict it, right? Instead of trying to control the narrative, instead of trying to control this new phase that they're going into. And it's like this person is so worried about what they lack, not realizing whatever they lack, you have, and what you lack, they have. I don't want you to say交易 more. I'm also getting here something is going to be in tandem where you and this person are very synchronized with the way that you do things. But this person wants partnership. That's why they keep watching you. They could be watching you on some type of device here, whether that's on social media, whether that's, I don't know, from a Ring camera. I don't know what it is. But somebody is watching you and they want partnership. They want to collaborate with you. They want to be together with you. They feel very aligned. You both have this Ace of Cups, but again, they have to get out of their head because their head is what's stopping them or restricting them from having. Look, this isn't a coincidence. There's something here where you both want the same thing. Double Hierophant energy, come on. Whatever your conflicts are, they're going to be handled by God. Whatever you're struggling with, it's going to be let go of. But I also feel like your person is getting advice from somebody, whether that's a spiritual person, whether that's a friend, whether that's a family, because this person wants to take this leap of faith. They want to open up. They want to talk to you, right? Look, 8 of Wands, beautiful energy. Look how it's reversed. Gemini with Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy. Now you have Jupiter energy with Gemini energy. Do you see how it's flipped? But it's a mindset. Glass half empty, glass half full. You be the determination, right? But this person wants to reach out. You have to understand this 8 of Wands is beautiful because once you pop, you can't stop. But it's something here about once this person knows that they express this to you, whoever gave them advice, somebody over here gave them advice with what to say to you. And whoever their friend was, I feel like this is a good person, believe it or not. They're like, dude, you're already curious, right? You're somebody that's very spiritual. Your person's gone through a significant spiritual awakening. They're saying it's time. You gotta get out the bird's nest, man. And I'm gonna kick you out. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. It's time for you to spread your wings and to communicate. You know how you feel about them. You've been thinking about them constantly. You are waiting for them to say something to you. Take control. You say something to them. It's time. This is somebody that's done the research on you. They know more about you than probably what you do. They know what your grandpa, your great grandpa did in 1922. What it do? While you're over there like, what? There's some type of significant research that's been done on you. And this person is saying to them, you already know what it is. Why don't you just bring whatever is in the dark, 8 of Swords, to light? Why don't you just tell them what you're in your head about? Why don't you feel like they're a dream? Well, just wake up. Stop going within. You've already done your observation. You want to keep going back to being sad. To what? Examine yourself. No, that's why you're in the void. That's why you don't have anything. You have this desire to know, but at the same point in time, you keep disconnecting from the truth, which is you need to say something. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Look, Ace of Pentacles. I know, that's right. Do you see all the aces? We have 3 aces on the board because the reality is this person said, if you have feelings for the collective, then you need to double down with something physical. That means you may need to approach them. You may need to ask them out. you may need to say something, but these subliminal messages, these subliminal looks, these subliminal, where you're pretending like you don't see them, or you're pretending like you don't know them, or you're pretending like you don't think about them, it's not working because everybody knows the truth. And it's something here about this person, whoever they were talking to here. They literally told them stop with trying to disconnect, but then also not understanding why again, it keeps coming in as like subliminal messages. That's why I feel like you're picking them up, but you're sitting there saying, well, if they feel like this, then why aren't they saying anything? Well, why do I feel this strong pull towards them? Right? So that's why whoever this energy is, they told this person, you need to have the strength to say something. Stop contemplating. Take a big deep breath, whatever you need to get all your chakras in order so that you can have the ability, you can have the strength to come forward and communicate whatever you have inside. And this is somebody that's having a lot of reflection because they don't want to be alone. They're tired of being secluded. This is somebody that feels secluded from talking to you. I don't know why, but they may see people around you talking to you, whether that's at work, whether that's in a community, online, whatever it may be. But it's like there's somebody here that's watching. Okay. You communicate and you be with other people, and they feel like they're separate from that. Why do they get a hug? Why don't I get a hug? You didn't approach simple justice, right? So this person is going to take a chance here. And I feel like it's because whatever their friend told them, there's a friend here. I keep getting that there's a friend here that is really hyping this person up. There's a friend here that's saying, look, man, or woman, or chick, whatever, you got to say something because somebody like that, they only come once in a lifetime. It's like this person acts like they don't see you, but it's so the way that their energy is coming out, it's almost like when somebody doesn't want you to know something, they'll purposely do the opposite. A lot of the time, people project the total opposite of what's really going on inside. Like, for example, those people who are overly nice, like aggressively nice, the hey, how's it going type with that extra cheeriness that almost feels rehearsed. Yeah, that's usually because deep down, they've got some serious inner wounds or shadows they don't want anyone to see. So they overcompensate. And it feels like this person is doing the same thing, but in the reverse. Instead of being overly nice, they've been going out of their way to act like they don't care about you at all. They're trying really hard to pretend they're unbothered, detached, whatever, but that is absolutely not the truth. Like, that's the furthest thing from the truth. That's why the energy here is saying, okay, if you want justice, if you want things to shift, you're going to have to be strong enough to take that leap of faith. And if you don't like how things are, then you have to be willing to change it. Because at the end of the day, real change always starts with you. What's this person's vibe towards the collective? What's the energy like? Woo, I know that's right. Come through, strength. I see you, Leo. This person's over here, like, getting ready, they're hyping themselves up, pumping themselves up like they're about to make a move. Remember in the earlier reading, the Hierophant had his eyes closed? Yeah, this person's been, like, ignoring the truth. But now, boom, they're wide awake. Like, they know what they want and they know what they see. Love that for them. Okay, let's keep it moving. What's this person's energy towards this other external party? Oh, the Fool? All right, interesting. But hold on, let me ask this. What's their energy towards any karmic energy around them? Because honestly, it could be that they're moving on. They could be influenced by some external force. Yeah, I'm feeling that. So, like, what's this person worried about right now? What are they stressing over with the collective change Aquarian energy? They're worried about the unpredictability. And honestly, I feel like this person's kind of a control freak. Like, they won't make a move unless they know there's something solid to land on. Meanwhile, you're over here, like, jumping into the unknown. That's what they're worried about. They don't know what's below, and that's just not their vibe. What are they hiding? Like, what's this person keeping from the collective? Oh, it's communication. They're definitely talking to their friends about it, giving them all the tea. But let's dive deeper. What's their friends' take on all of this? What's their perspective on the collective? Well, they're not totally sure about you. Some of them are like, it's good. Others are a bit iffy, but we're going to get into that in a sec. So, what was the friend really telling this person? What were they trying to drive home? It's about balance, emotional stability, and finding that center. They were probably pushing them to focus on their sacral energy, like really get grounded emotionally, you know? What's the action they're going to take towards the collective? Fourth house energy, so change is coming, baby. This person's about to do something big. They might show up at your house, or maybe they know your kids if you have any. Could even be a teacher, who knows? But something's shifting. All right, let's see what else. What does this person need to communicate? What's the collective got to understand about them? There's a lot going on behind the scenes. What they're trying to say is like, even if you can't see it, you know it. Your intuition's on point. So the thing is, this person's eyes have been closed for a while, but now they're wide open. It could be that something with a Taurus or during Taurus season, like April or May, might be important, or even like 5 years ago or 10. There's something significant about that time. It's all about freedom, freedom of communication, freedom of thought. But I'm getting that a lot of it hasn't been said yet. It feels like they're getting ready to open up. And honestly, this person can't stop thinking about you. But here's the thing, they have no idea where to start. Like, how do they even begin to express what they feel? How do they start telling you, yo, I'm into you, or I can't stop thinking about you? For some of you, this person low-key obsessed with you, and you're just as obsessed with them, but neither of you have fully opened up yet. I know, you're probably like, oh, I've been vulnerable, but not like that. Not fully. This person's still a little anxious about being vulnerable with you. So yeah, it's still a work in progress. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you for this reading. Honestly, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. You all mean a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, okay? Bye-bye.